As you probably know, Joe Lindner, aka Joesthetics, passed away 2 days ago as of recording this video from a brain aneurysm, which is basically where a blood vessel in your brain basically bursts. Now, a lot of people have speculated about what has caused this. Seems to be a couple of possible explanations, but that's beyond the scope of this video. Joe was one of my favourite, probably my actual favourite bodybuilder slash fitness influencer, and he definitely helped me a lot. So I want to use this video to share the main things I learned from him so others can benefit from his knowledge. So the first thing I think we can take from Joe is his mindset.
Everyone can reach the best shape of their life if you just are dedicated and motivated enough and disciplined enough.
He was always very motivational, always quite harsh on himself, almost, it felt, but he always had like big goals. He kind of talked about how he didn't like average and that you shouldn't be complacent and you should always be like giving more. Come on, brother. And there's this quote from Marcus Aurelius, this Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, that goes, you should be strict on yourself and tolerant of others. And that kind of made me think of Joe. He was certainly strict on himself. I remember him saying that he would like let everyone down and he wasn't good at bodybuilding because he'd become second place in a bodybuilding show with only 6 weeks to prepare.
Still not good enough, bro. Means I'm just a shitty athlete.
Don't know about tolerant of others. He was very like motivational to people. He'd always be like, you do something, even if you're not like perfect, you keep pushing. Yeah, he was tolerant, but he still wanted others to do well. This next one's a bit more of a specific tip, but Joe really helped me with my back training. He often explained it as you want to use your hands as like hooks and then move your elbow and don't really worry about your forearm, because especially when I first started working out in the gym, I found I was using my biceps quite a lot and I wasn't getting the connection in my back and rear delts very well. So that is a massive tip that's helped me a lot. It's just think of your hands as the hooks. Don't really pull with your hand or forearm. Just focus on bringing the elbow back. And even just going lighter, it's just developing that connection. And then when you go to heavier stuff, you're actually hitting the right muscles. He also helped a lot with rear delts because I was kind of just moving the weight before. I wasn't really feeling it too well, but he showed me showed how like important the angles are and how don't be scared to go lighter. Like, don't worry about, oh, I'm not lifting that much weight. The thing we're focusing on is getting that connection, not just trying to ego lift and say, oh, well, I managed to lift this much, because if it's not actually hitting the right muscle, it's not going to grow. So face pulls, using cables, or even just on a bench, doing like rear delt flies and rear delt rows, just really making sure to get that connection on that muscle. He also helped me a lot with calf training. I mean, if you saw the guy, he had insane calves. I know he used some secret supplements to help him out there, but it was still really motivating that like, wow, someone's got calves like this. And the main things I took from him was that just you need to use more intensity and kind of volume and weight. I'll do a separate video on calves, but before I thought I was training them hard, like I was getting good burn and stuff, but then I realized I was just using nowhere near high enough weight that I could. So that was another thing Joe helped me with a lot, because you're walking on your calves all day. They're already quite stubborn and you need to kind of hit them with more than like say another muscle, because you use your calves quite a lot already. He also got me interested in maybe like moving to another country or like digital nomading, because he was in Thailand. He made a lot of videos there, and if you're making money online in like dollars or pounds or euros in a stronger currency, comparatively the prices in places like Southeast Asia can be a lot cheaper. So he was one of the first people I saw kind of doing this kind of influencer lifestyle of traveling around and also like going to Dubai and these other places. So he kind of showed me like the power of making money online, basically. And then I think the final thing, and probably the most important thing we can take from him, is that just like have fun and enjoy your life. He was always like singing, dancing, like messing around, having a good time.
Hey, oh, What am I saying? Hola amigos. It's a me, Joe.
Because, well, as we've seen with this example here, life is short, and he certainly did enjoy the life he had.
Okay.
A lot of fun.
That's good here because we are here in Thailand and this is what life is about here, having a good time.
He was quite tough on himself sometimes, but he did have a good time, and he seemed like a great person. He has like a really positive energy, which you can always feel through his videos.
And you see the world is beautiful, my brothers.
So yeah, those are the main things I learned from Joe Lindner. Thanks for watching. I hope you get something from this. Rest in peace, brother.